In this video, I'll show you an easy way to play retro games on your iPhone step by step. You don't need to jailbreak or sideload anything. All you're going to need is an emulator from the App Store that is completely free called Delta. The first step is to visit the App Store and search for the Delta emulator. Hit get and confirm the installation on your iPhone. At the time of making this video, the Delta emulator can emulate Nintendo DS, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo, and NES games. It also supports PS4, PS5, and Xbox controllers. When you finish downloading it and open the app, you're going to notice that there's nothing to play. That's because you will need to get the ROM file for the games you want to play. But I must warn you, although it is legal to download emulators, downloading game ROMs is illegal because ROM files contain proprietary code owned by the game's manufacturer. Therefore, downloading a ROM is the same as making an unauthorized copy of the video game, so I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. Some people argue that transforming your own game copies into ROMs for personal use with the help of devices such as this open source cartridge reader is legal because you aren't sharing or distributing the game to anyone else. But I'm not a lawyer, so I can't provide you with legal advice on this. The best I can do is recommend that you do some research about ROM files before you proceed. To stay organized, I create a folder on my iPhone called ROMs. That's where I store all of my ROM files. To import the ROMs to the Delta emulator, launch the app and tap on the plus icon at the top right. Now tap on Files and look for the folder in which you stored your ROMs. In my case, they are stored in the ROMs folder of my iCloud drive. Select one or all of the ROMs and click Open. The Delta emulator will organize your ROMs according to the console type. As you can see, I have imported ROMs for SNES, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color to the emulator. The games play exactly as on the original console with sound. The emulator uses your iPhone's haptic feedback to create a satisfying tactile response each time you press a button. You can also download and install different controller skins. The emulator is compatible with recent PlayStation and Xbox controllers. To use a PS5 controller with the emulator, you must first connect it to your iPhone by Bluetooth. With the controller turned off, press and hold the share and PS button at the same time until the light bar begins to flash. Then open the Bluetooth settings on the iPhone and select the controller from the list of nearby devices. When the emulator detects an external controller, its on-screen controls disappear. When connected to a controller, it's best to play the games in landscape mode. Thanks for watching.